into a boxing ring and fight me the honourable way, I wouldn't be afraid of him in his barn anyway. Do you understand? I know I'll be walking out of that barn. Do you understand? I know I'm the man that's walking out. I would best him in the barn or in the boxing ring because he's in the wrong. And you cannot be wrong and strong.
Yeah, but he was the one who called it on, not you. He started it. He gave it the big one.
He started it, Carl.
He had his bluff called, and then he went quiet. So it's a little bit. I mean, we'll leave John Fury now, but he's in.
I'll fucking chew yous up and spit yous out. There's men taking juice to be as big as the John Fury. I eat beef steak and stew. I eat worms. Eat worms for my breakfast. Like you, the worm Froch, who shit yourself. Plenty to say now, you fugazi. You pussy. I'll fix you when I see you, mate. I'll batter you into oblivion, and your fat fucking ugly mate with you. You camera-headed cunt Joe Egan, pal.
Joe Egan has thrown fresh fuel onto one of British boxing's most heated rivalries by openly mocking John Fury and accusing him of avoiding the fights that truly matter. While John Fury continues to dominate headlines with his fiery challenges toward former super middleweight world champion Carl Froch, Egan believes there is a much bigger story hiding beneath all the noise. According to him, Fury talks like the toughest man in Britain
because he called me a fake and a fraud, fake hard man. I will show him how much of a fake hard man I am. He's the one that's shying away from,
but consistently avoids stepping into the ring with opponents who genuinely want to fight. Egan did not hold back when discussing Fury's latest war of words. He joked that John Fury seems to have endless confidence whenever a camera is pointed at him, but somehow always finds a reason not
for what he is. He's a thug and he's a bully.
There's times in life, and I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me, but there's times in life where sometimes you've got to stand up and be countered, and sometimes you've run your mouth, or you've said the wrong thing, or you've done something you regret, and you've actually got to stand and you've got to face it and front it and be a man and say, right, okay, I've done this, now I need to go and see the headmaster, or I need to go and see the kid that maybe I took his lunch money off him and the big brother wants me. I've got to take my licks now, I've got to stand and fight and defend myself. And John Fury's in a position where he's ran his mouth, he's given it the big one, you've come and fronted it and said, okay, here we go, you've taught the one, here I am, I'm here for you, I'm ready for you, you've taught the big one, now all you've got to do is step up to the mark. And it's embarrassing
not to accept certain challenges once real negotiations begin. In Egan's eyes, reputation alone is no longer enough. Eventually, every fighter must prove their words with actions, and he believes that moment has finally arrived for Tyson Fury's outspoken father. The feud between Carl Froch and John Fury has quickly evolved from verbal exchange.
Time's run out for you, boys. I'm going to bump into you, and when I do, here's a statement. I'm going to do the two of you on the same night. You can two me. You two shithouses can try and two me. I'll batter the shit out of the two of you. But I'm telling you now, it's at your fucking peril, boys. It's at your fucking peril. And if I've got to go back to jail for you two shithouses, you fucking fugazis, fakes, I don't mind doing it. But believe me, look here, running, training, 20 stone 9 pound. I'll fucking chew yous up and spit yous out. There's men taking juice to be as big
into one of the biggest talking points in British boxing. What initially appeared to be harmless trash talk has steadily become more personal with each passing interview. Every new statement seems to raise the tension another level, leaving fans wondering whether the rival
John Fury, he's always defending his kids, yeah. Point number one, yeah. John Fury should fight that Irish guy. What's the other traveller guy who keeps calling him out in London? I forgot his, Joe Egan. That fight should happen, yeah? You know, stop going around and headbutting young boys. He should fight that.
Could eventually end inside a boxing ring. Carl Froch has remained remarkably calm throughout much of the controversy. The former world champion believed John Fury has built a reputation by intimidating people through loud confrontations and aggressive behavior. Froch has repeatedly suggested
the reason that I like that little bit of beef, right? One is because I'm not involved, and two, because Carl's not the kind of geezer who you can start saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and if I see you, because you can say that to me, I'm a wet lettuce. You can't say that to Carl Froch.
That bullies eventually meet someone unwilling to back down, and he clearly sees himself as that person. According to Froch, there comes a point where words stop carrying weight unless they are backed by genuine action. He insists that John Fury cannot continue making threats while avoiding meaningful consequences. If someone openly calls you out, eventually you have to respond with more than another interview.
10 years younger than Big John Fury. I know he doesn't look well, does he? He looks a bit older. I don't want to give him any stick, but he looks he's 10 years older than me, 60-year-old man. I'm pressing on for 50. So, is it a fair fight? I think we both know it isn't, but he's called it on at Tottenham Hotspur.
Joe Egan fully supports that position. He argues that John Fury has been offered multiple opportunities to settle his disputes properly, but has always found reasons to delay or move on to someone else. In Egan's opinion, talking endlessly on social media and during interviews is far easier than standing across the ring from an experienced opponent prepared.
Yeah. And everybody knows Froch is a tough guy. And if Froch turns up, even though he's an old man now, he's nearly as old as me. No, he's not. He's quite younger than me, actually, Carl Froch. I'm 63. Anyway, but, you know, listen, even Carl Froch, at the age that he is at, would still be enough for John Fury. Now,
to fight. Former heavyweight contender Derek Chisora has also shared similar thoughts. Chisora believes the endless arguments have gone on long enough. Rather than targeting people who are unlikely to respond, he feels John Fury should focus his attention on opponents who are actively asking for the fight. Joe Egan, according to Chisora, fits that description.
Froch is a fighter to the core. So is John Fury. Listen, it's fun, it's banter, it's entertainment. Carl said to me afterwards, hey, it's all good fun, isn't it?
If they fought, who would win?
I mean, I don't think I would go against Carl Froch ever anyway.
Okay.
In a normal fight. I mean, obviously it's a long time since he's retired, but Carl Froch is a very, very, very top
Got
fighter.
that switch out there as well.
And John Fury's a big guy, right? And he's
Perfectly. Promoter Eddie Hearn has also weighed in on the growing controversy. Hearn believes Carl Froch is not someone who can be intimidated through public threats or emotional outbursts. Throughout his career, Froch built his reputation by fighting elite opposition under enormous pressure. Whether facing hostile...
John talked himself into a situation where what if Calais says, well, I'll give you X, Y, Z to fight Carl Froch. So I gather the last amount was 2.5 million. And I'm thinking, and Carl's like, and the thing is, I spoke to Carl last week at the Ricky thing, and he said, you know what, Johnny? He said, my man's priced himself out of it. You know, if we say, yeah, it'll be all right, give me 5 million. All right, give me 10 million. He's priced himself out of it. I like John. I get John. I like Carl. Carl's my boy. I respect him. It won't happen. It's just, I know it's bad, but it's fun watching these guys wind each other up.
Crowds or world-class opponents. He repeatedly proved his toughness inside the ring rather than behind microphone. Froch himself reminded fans exactly why his resume commands so much respect. He famously knocked out George Groves in front of nearly 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium in one of British boxing's most iconic nights.
Fight. I'm going to fight, you know, because at the end of the day, that's what I do. And what I want to do, really, is make history. I'll be the first 61-year-old man in history to ever take on a 3-time Hall of Famer in Carl Froch. I can't wait. I can't wait.
That experience, combined with years competing at the highest level, is why many observers believe Froch would enter any potential contest as the favorite. Of course, supporters of John Fury point to his size, toughness, and fearless personality. Standing around 6'3" with years of experience in bare-knuckle fighting and boxing, Fury has never lacked confidence. Even at his age, many believe he remains physically imposing and...
Look, Dan will just do anything to drum something up. I think he just wants the Froch fight. I think Froch just called him a little bit on YouTube. But, you know, I think Carl got uncomfortable. Darren's a fucking lunatic. So last thing he wants, Darren's still jumping out the ring to you, fucking threatening to choke you and all that, you know what I mean? So it's the last thing I'd want anyway. So fucking I think Carl just got off rather than have the aggro of, you know, Darren sitting in front of him screaming, shouting and spitting.
Mentally prepared for confrontation. Former world champion Duke McKenzie attempted to cool the growing speculation by describing much of the rivalry as entertainment. However, even he admitted that if the discussion shifted from verbal battles to an actual boxing match, Carl Froch's superior technical ability would likely make the difference. Liam Smith echoed a similar opinion, while acknowledging John Fury's courage and willingness to fight anyone. Smith believes Froch
done what I've done, mate. It's like my last fight with Luke. It was all, you know, they do this, do that, and then when I go too far, it's like, oh, mate, we can't do that. Well, hang on. Well, what do you want from me? Do you want? Are we having it or not?
Froch's years of championship-level experience will be extremely difficult to overcome. Boxing skill, timing, conditioning, and ring IQ often separate elite professionals from naturally tough fighters. Johnny Nelson believes another major obstacle has emerged: money. As both camps continue discussing the possibility of a fight, negotiations appear to become increasingly complicated. What started as an emotional confrontation
to get everybody's attention, and then he didn't need to do any more because that's what everybody's talking about. I think Carl is a straight shooter, so Carl will stay.
Has gradually evolved into questions about financial expectations and whether either side genuinely wants the contest to happen. Despite the obstacles, John Fury has refused to back away publicly. He continues insisting that he wants to fight with Froch and remains confident that he can shock the boxing world. His unwavering belief has divided opinion among fans. Some admire his fearless attitude, while others question whether determination alone can
Oh yeah, he would fight anybody, but that doesn't mean he was going to beat everybody, but he'd never turn a fight down and he would never back away. And he wouldn't even train for fights, he'd just get in.
Bridge the enormous gap in professional accomplishments. Darren Till also offered his perspective, explaining that once John Fury focuses his attention on someone, he rarely lets the issue disappear. Fury's relentless personality has become one of his defining characteristics, ensuring every disagreement remains in the spotlight until somebody responds. Dominic Ingle perhaps delivered the most balanced assessment of the situation. He praised John Fury's bravery and admitted nobody doubts his willingness to stand up for himself. However, Ingle also...
I love that John is just so confident in himself. He would gas inside of 2 rounds. 2 rounds, but if he even made it 2 rounds with Carl Froch, he would gas probably in the first round. He's 60 years old. I'm not saying he couldn't hobble about for 4 rounds or something, but he would be gassed inside of 2. Because the way that John runs...
pointed out that courage alone has never guaranteed victory inside a boxing ring. Against someone with Carl Froch's proven pedigree, technical skill and experience become decisive factors. Several analysts, including the Way Concept, also questioned whether stamina could become Fury's biggest challenge. Making threats at a press conference lasts only a few minutes. Sharing a ring with someone like Carl Froch over several competitive rounds presents an entirely different test. Froch built his career on relentless pressure, exceptional conditioning.
I think Carl Froch would flatten him, and then if he took him down and he did this out in the street, and everybody's got their opinions, which is good. He keeps it alive.
And the ability to maintain a high pace from opening bell to final round. Many believe Fury's best opportunity would be to impose himself early before Froch settled into his rhythm. If the fight extended into the later rounds, Froch's experience and superior boxing fundamentals could gradually take control. Even with so many experts favoring Froch, the rivalry continues capturing enormous attention because both men possess personalities that naturally create drama. John Fury refuses to be intimidated, while Carl Froch has built an entire career on confronting elite competition without fear. Those contrasting styles have transformed what once seemed impossible into one.
Because he called me a fake and a fraud, fake hard man. I will show him how much of a fake hard man I am. He's the one that's shying away.
One of British boxing's most talked about fantasy matchups. Joe Egan believes the entire debate comes down to one simple principle. Reputations only matter when they are tested. Talking tough may attract headlines, but stepping inside the ring is where legacies are ultimately decided. Whether this contest ever becomes reality remains uncertain. Negotiations, financial disagreements, and personal pride all stand in the way. Yet every interview, every challenge, and every public response only adds more intrigue to a rivalry that refuses to fade away. If John Fury and Carl Froch ever do meet in the ring,